Now, if you want ChatGPT to actually generate story idea for you, what you do is maybe let's say you want to create story about the wicked stepmother or thereabout. What you do is you come to ChatGPT and say suggest or write. Let's use suggest 5 video, let's say viral video ideas for my African folktales story YouTube channel. YouTube channel. Now we just gave ChatGPT a prompt, suggest 5 viral video ideas for my African folktales YouTube channel on the that let's say channel. Okay, suggest 5 viral video ideas on, let's say, on wicked stepmother. Yeah, suggest 5 viral video ideas on wicked stepmother from Africa Folktales YouTube channel. Now you set your prompt to see what ChatGPT will generate for you. Now ChatGPT suggested, do not just suggest the story, but also give us a brief detail of what should be contained in the story. You can see she turned her stepdaughter into a goat, but Kama was watching. That is the first one. The second one is the stepmother who starved her stepdaughter until the talking tree spoke. The third one is she was buried alive by her stepmother, but she sang from the grave. Fourth one is the stepmother who poisoned the soup, but her daughter ate it. I think this one is very interesting. Then the fifth one is the wicked stepmother who stole her stepdaughter's beauty until the spirits took it. Now let's say we want to generate a particular one. You click on select text. Let's go to the fourth one. I think I prefer the fourth one. I don't know why, but I just like it. Now the stepmother who poisoned the soup, but her daughter ate it first. I think that is what we'll be creating now. Now, having copied the text, you are going to create another prompt for ChatGPT to help us create a story based on this title. We are going to write, I just give ChatGPT an instruction now, and it states write a detailed story of about 2000 words. Make the story about 2000, write a detailed story of about 2000 words, okay? Make the story interesting, inspiring, and educating. It should be very emotional and relatable. Now, the reason why I want it to be emotional is so that if someone is watching the video, you will feel the emotion, you feel the pain. Ah, this stepmother did bad, though. Ah, the woman is wicked, though, and all that. And these are some of the things that will make your story go viral. When it has emotion and it is relatable, that is why you see someone go to the comment section and said, oh, they actually did this to my yoga sister when my mommy took my yoga sister to stay with our IT, or when my mommy took my yoga sister to stay with one person like that. This actually happened, or my neighbor did this to one girl and all that. So this is relatability. People will be able to say, ah, this actually happened around my environment. Are we there? Now, it should flow like a prose. What is story to flow like a prose is your goal, not that you have breaks at some point in the story. Now the storyline should be different from the previous storyline. The reason why I want the storyline to be different from the previous storyline is because I generate a lot of story. And sometimes when you use ChatGPT for a while, it will be configured to respond in a certain way. That is why since you don't want the story to look like the one you generated before, you just instruct ChatGPT that this particular story you want to create, you don't want it to be related to the one you created before. That is why I said the storyline should be different from the previous storyline. Now, after you've written this, then you click on this arrow pointing upward and you send. Now, what you do at this junction is you wait for ChatGPT to do its work for you. All right. Okay, look at the story. The story is already generated. I think ChatGPT by itself decided to, use Igbo setting for the story. You can see the name Okafor, can see the name Adaobi, can see the name Chika. You can see the name Ikem. The story actually, I think from this little highlight I'm seeing from the story is looking really, really interesting. It's looking very, very, very interesting. Now you can see at the end of the story, we also have moral lesson. We have moral lesson one, two, three, four, and five. Now we have gotten the story already. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to create prompts. We are going to ask ChatGPT to create prompts so that we can create images because we need images to appear while this story is being narrated. Yeah, we need images to appear while this story is being narrated. I have already copied the prompt and I just pasted the prompt now. The prompt says create detailed prompts I can use to generate professional UHD images for the story above. It should be as many as possible. The prompt should be well structured to give me consistent characters. Let me add this thing. They should revolve, revolve, revolve. They should revolve around Igbo setting, Igbo setting, Igbo setting. Now, the reason why I had to add it should revolve around Igbo setting because we already have names like Adobe, we have these names like Chika, we have names like Ikem and Okafo. So I don't want a situation where I want to create a story and just people will end up generating prompts that will give me images of someone from America, someone from Indian, and the skin color will be different from African narration that I'm giving. Imagine someone bearing Ikem is fair in complexion, not necessarily fair is from other country. So the storyline will not be different. It will be different from what is actually being portrayed in the video setting. So this is what I'm doing. Now I went for that to say it should be different from previous prompts because if you are used to using ChatGPT, sometimes you discover that the prompts you get for images, some of the images look alike. So I want the prompt to be different, the images not to even resemble the one I generated before. I don't want a situation where YouTube will slam me with reused content because the images I use for a particular video are similar to the one I use for another video, right? That is why I'm taking my time to write this prompt. Now the next thing is make three prompts each for all scene. Now in case your own story is about 24 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you don't want your images to be static, you can even say make five prompts for each scene. Now at this point, now let's click on this arrow pointing up to generate our image. Okay, we have successfully generated our prompt. Look at the story title again. The stepmother who poisoned the soup. So we've been able to generate our prompt using ChatGPT. So what you do is you click here and click on select text. Go to the first one, scene one Okafor's happy before the stepmother arrives. Now, let's say we want to generate this particular one. Now this is an example, so I can actually generate anyone. So let's say this is particular image I want to generate. I'll click on it. Now there are three image generation app that you can use. Now I'm going to teach you the three you can actually use because I want to give you enough value that even after watching this video you can start creating your own content. Now the first one is Leonardo AI. You can actually get the app from Play Store. Look at it here. Leonardo AI, that is the first one you can actually use. So what you do if you get into this place, if you are new to creating content, you will not have all these things I have. So this is where you post your prompt. You paste your prompt here. Then as the setting is concerned, you click on this place. Then if you are creating log form videos for YouTube, make sure the aspect ratio is set for 16:9. But if you are creating short, you can decide to use um, another one model. You can decide to use 9.16 for short video, that is the one written on TikTok. You can decide to use that one. So once your setting is set for 16:9, it is on medium, and this one is on fast, then you can go back to this place to click on generate. Now before you click on generate, you can see this place, you see coin, you see 24. Now the reason why 24 is here is because Leonardo AI is on subscription mode. And once you exhaust this 24 coin, you need to wait the next day for you to be able to generate images with it. That is why it is not so reliable. Now the next one we'll be looking at is Bing AI. You can actually get this app from Play Store too. Now once you click on it, you click on image generator, you allow it to load, you can click on this place. As far as Bing is concerned, you really do not have the luxury of selecting aspect ratio for Big AI. And Big AI has 15 coin. Now I'm already generating one, so we have 14. We are left with 14. So if you generate 50 images in a day, you'll be out of coin. You'll be out of coin, right? So you can see that the image I'm trying to generate is unsafe coded. I don't know why this coded is actually unsafe, because I've been generating images similar to this before. But since that is the case with Big AI, we can always use another reliable image generator, which is Meta AI. Now let's go to Meta AI. Click on your Chrome browser. You can also get Meta AI from your Play Store, but most times I prefer using this one on Chrome, because the one on Chrome will give you the ability to select your aspect ratio. Now let's select aspect ratio. Click here. You can see aspect ratio is 16.9, and that is exactly what I need. If you are creating shots, you can select 9.16. And if you are posting your videos on another place, probably I think Instagram, you can select 1.1, but for now we are using 16.9. So after putting the aspect ratio to 16.9, you click here and paste your prompt. Let's generate and see if Bing and Meta AI will also tell us the same thing Bing told us. You can see the image. That is why I like Meta AI. Now another advantage of Meta AI is you can actually animate your videos, your images. That is, make your image to move. You can see that this image is static, it's not moving. So in this case, you can click on animate and wait for some moment to make the image animate. Now instead of clicking on a particular image and animate, next time if you want to do it, you can just click on this place to animate all images. Now let's look at the image. Look at the image now. You can see as you are narrating the story, these images will be moving, and it will actually look so real, and it's not paid version. Now look at your images, they are all moving. Look at the one I generated before. Look at what I now have now, right? This is one of the advantage of Meta AI. And if you want to download it, instead of downloading it one after the other, you can click on this place and click on download to download your image. Now, having downloaded all your images, the next thing you do is you need to create your voiceover for your story. Now, to create voiceover for your story, you need voiceover application to do that. Now, let's click on this video and click on select. Now, a lot of people use Clipchamp or a Level Labs to create video voiceover, but I'm going to show you a very quick application that you can actually use to generate your image, your voiceover. Now let's copy this prompt. Let's just copy a little because of our time. Let's copy this one. Now go to your Play Store and type human voice. Human voice. Now this is the application, human voice text to speech. Click on open. Click on open. Just wait a little, hold on, and allow the app to load. Now you click on text to speech. Then this is languages. I'm using English. You can use English, Australia, Canada, India, UK, or US. But most times I use English US. Then after selecting the English US, you click on select voice. Now the standard voices are paid voices, while these pro voices are also paid voices, but the ones under realistic, you can use any of these realistic. Most times I just use male V because I don't want stress. Now, having selected these two, you can click here and either you do this to paste or you can just click on paste to paste your text. Now we have 10,000 bytes and I just posted prompt of 1021. So after pasting your prompt, you click on next. Then here you can select the speed of your voice. If you want the voice to be slow, you can select it. If you want it to be fast, you can select it. If you want the, let's put it on 5. No, let's put it on 10. Then if you want the voice pitch to be deep, you reduce it to minus. If you want it to speak like a lady, you can increase it. But for now, let's put it on minus, let's say -5. -5. Then let's play the audio. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear because I'm doing recording, screen recording. I'm not sure you'll be able to hear, but let's just play and see.
In a quiet village nestled between two giant rivers and thick groves of palm trees lived a man named.
Now that is the sound. You click on download voice to download the voice. Now this is the audio again. You
In a,
click here to download. The voice has been downloaded successfully, right? This is how you get both your voice and your your story idea. This is how you generate your story idea and also get your voiceover for your story. After getting all this, you can simply head over to your CapCut. Let's say you are heading over to CapCut. Head over to CapCut. When you get to CapCut, you click on edit, click on new project. These are some of the videos images I downloaded. This is a practical, so we don't really need to start from the beginning and arrange them. I'll just select some of them. Then after selecting them, you click on add to add them. Now after adding those things, the next thing is you go to your voice, select sound, you select audio, you select device, allow CapCut. This is the first time I'm using this CapCut after a while. Then the next thing is you can search for the name of that sound. You can search for the name of that sound. Any voice you want, you just click on the plus sign to add the voice that is right. Now they have added the voice already. Look at the voice here. So what I will do is I will play the voice.
in a quiet village nestled between two giant rivers and thick groves of palm trees lived a man named Okafor.
So you can see that the
Okafor
way
was
the
a
narration
respected
is,
farmer,
the
known
video is
for
not
his
just static.
generosity and his laughter that echoed like thunder.
The video is not just static pictures, they are actually moving. So with this you have realistic images. And your video will actually look like a video itself, not just images that are edited. So if you want to create Africa folktale stories, if you want to create any story at all, you can use this simple method to create your story. It's very simple as ABC. After creating the story, you can come here and write text. Probably if you want to write your name. Remember, my name is Shedrack. I'll write Shedrack. Write Shedrack. I'll click on style. I'll click on this. Let me select background. Click on this background. Click on, let's say this. Click on background. And I'll reduce it. Remember, this meta AI icon is showing down here. So you reduce it. I use this thing to cover it up. After covering it up, I'll make sure I steer this thing to the beginning of the video so that the watermark, the meta AI watermark will not show as the video is moving. Then if I want to get superscript, I'll just click on auto caption and I'll click on any one I want. Then I will generate. Click on any particular one I want. This is a pro version. I can actually get the free version too. Yeah, I can actually get the free version. But if you are using If your own is on pro version and you're not able to use it, there are others that are actually free. Not all of them are pro. If like this one is free version, yeah. So I can actually click on this one and click on generate, right? So you generate your auto caption. After doing that, you click here to export your video. This is basically how to create Africa folktale story.